Alrighty, Sharp Customs. You know the routine, I'm not going to say it. Wednesday, we're rolling, man. We're shooting another video because, why? Why so many so soon? Well, you hear that? Ooh, we got a little bit of an echo. I'm sitting inside my 52 Chevy Pro Street. We are rolling. And why so many videos? Well, because we can. Why not? Why not? You know what? I went 9 days, didn't put out any content. I figure, you know, to my subscribers, my viewers, you know, we did the big fire up yesterday. I talked about the dash and something kind of crazy, cool, custom that I wanted to do to it. As you can see, I got rid of that glove box. I just covered it with a piece of sheet metal. This is where my gauges are going to go, my trio, my oil, water, and volts. This is where the old stereo was. I just put a piece in there. These are probably going to have these little chrome push-in plugs that you get for, you know, like an electrical fuse panel. So basically the idea behind this dash is I want to keep it super simple. Going to have a speedometer, probably a, you know, techno, you know, GPS unit type unit, tachometer. Got my other 3 gauges. That's really all I need. Possibly down the road, this little compartment here, because I'm running the blower, I might add a boost gauge if I feel like it. Not really worried about it. But we're going to do some magic on this dash. I kind of want, you know, I could have bondoed this. I could have smoothened it all out. I could have made it look real pretty. Paint it the same color as the outside of the truck. But that's not me. That's not me. I'm not really too sure what color this truck is even going to be. But all I know is that I'm going to have some accents on this truck. If you go back and you watch some of my other videos, I'd love to pull a picture up and just go so you can see it. But basically I copperized a whole car. A little roadster. You know, I think it's a 1930 Ford Roadster. And I had always seen these pictures of cars that were like, you know, shiny black, lots of copper accents. Seen some cool choppers, kind of done similar. They might have been in like a dark green, lots of copper accents. And when I was building that car, I was like, you know, I want to go the total opposite. What I'd like to do is I'd like to copperize the whole car and accent, you know, the other components in black. You know, do the total opposite. You know, do the accents black, do the whole frickin' car copper. That car today, I will get some video of it because that car, that copperizing I did on it has a life of its own. It is constantly, day by day, it is changing. The patina on it, you know, a little bit of rust on it, like just the accents on it. It is a rat rod, but it looks so freaking cool, man. It's been 5 years. It's been 5 years, man. That thing still runs like a top, but I'm telling you, the copperization on it just looks phenomenal. And I'm going to show you that process right now. We're going to do it. I'm going to copperize my whole dash, and you're going to get to see it right here, right now, live, raw, and if I mess it up, you get to see that too. So, if you want to know what my solution is, you can go back and you can watch when I copperize this little metal panel with an embossed Chevy emblem. So basically, my solution is this little blue jar of stuff. I make it myself. It's copper sulfate is what it is, technically. But if you want to know the chemical components of it, like I said, go back, watch that other video, man. I'm not going to tell you this time what it is, man. You got to go back, you got to watch that other video. You're going to have to search for it. That video got piss poor views, and it's magic. You wait until you see what is about to transpire. It's pretty cool. Let's do it. Now, this does have battery acid in it. So, number one, I've got everything set up in here for me. I've got a brush that I turned into, or just wrapped a rag around it like a swab. But what I'm missing, I gotta grab quickly because I don't want this stuff on my skin. Already got some on me earlier today. Now this brew of copper sulfate, it's been sitting in my cabinet probably for quite a few months, and I was actually pretty surprised that it's still got its potency, because sometimes after a long period of time it kind of loses its I'm going to say it. It loses its molecular structure within the solution. It breaks down. Usually turns into crystals, little pretty blue crystals. I'm not a scientist. I do like science though. So I'm just going to dip this in. I'm going to get it wet. Now the worst thing I don't want is, I don't want runs, so I'm going to work from the bottom to the top. Here we go. You're going to get to see it. You're going to get to see it. There you go. Look at the magic. Look at that. Come on, you can't tell me that that is not cool. I am literally copper plating. Look at that. I want it raw. I want it to look, you know, I got some black stuff in there. All that does, that just makes it look even better. Now, thing with this copperization, basically I'm copper plating here. I am copper plating. It happens fast, eh? As you can see, it does happen fast. That's the look I want. I want that. I love the black. I love the black and the copper. You know, it's a real old, you know, kind of patina kind of look. You know, look at this. Even down here, where actually I kind of sprayed some black paint. Just kind of a flat black paint. Let's go. Now you do have to neutralize this. Basically, to neutralize it, I just use water and baking soda. Come on, you can't tell me that this does not look, I mean, you know, I'm not all about, you know, shiny, pretty. I'm not all about that. I'm more about, I don't know how you would say it. I'm an artist, man. I love things to look different. That's all I can really say. I love things to look different. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this. This doesn't take long. It's happening fast. We're going to get this. Look at that. Look at that. It's magic, man. Like, come on. Look at this shit. You can go over it a couple of times. You know, if you find spots where, like, you know, that's kind of a bad spot. There's not really much at this point that I can do with it. It's not taking the copper. It wasn't probably... By the way, to get my dash like this, I used a wire wheel. And I literally had hundreds. And anybody that's used one of them, you know, wire wheels, they know, man. You know, you sit and you know, you grind out something with a wire wheel for an hour. And, yeah. You kind of know what happens. Those little wires on that wire wheel, they're sticking all over your clothing. They're in your face, they're in your arms, they're in your skin. This is looking pretty good. I think I'm going to you don't want to put too much of this plating. You know, you got to watch, because that's what starts to happen right there. You see that? I started to pull. See that? Look at right there. Right there. You got to see it. It'll pull it. It'll pull it. It'll pull the plating right there. It's pulling it off. So I'm going to stop right there. I got a spray bottle with basically it's baking soda and water, which is it's an acid neutralizer. We're just going to douse this. We're going to douse it. This will neutralize. Oh, that's bad. Maybe spray. Maybe spray. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. There we go. We're going to neutralize it. I got it dripping onto cardboard. Shouldn't really hurt my floor too much. Now the thing is, with you know, copper, any type of we got some. Look at this. Check that out. I don't know if the camera can see that, but we got some pretty cool stuff. We get like a rainbow kind of thing going on there. Now I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, because normally what I do at this point is I hit it. Ooh, that's, you know what? I can, ooh, we can do some pretty funky stuff here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm liking that. I'm right at this point, I kind of have to live with it. So right now, basically, I would air dry this. So you can see the solution down here. I'm going to move this. You can see the solution's gone. Got a weird... Okay, I'm not liking the air. I'm just going to grab a rag. I'm going to try and dab. I'm going to try and dab as much of this as I can. Because with any type of... yeah, I'm not liking what's going on there. Is it funky looking? I think it's pretty funky looking. Look at this. Let's just wipe it off. Let's just wipe it off. Normally, you know, because it's basically because the solution has battery acid in it, it normally etches pretty good into the steel. But what I was trying to say is the fact that this copperization, as the air gets to it, it starts to oxidize almost immediately. So you really want to get, you know, you really want to get it dry and you want to get your clear coat on it kind of ASAP. Otherwise, some of the oxidization will get kind of buried. It'll get buried behind the clear coat. That's what I was trying to say. If it gets buried behind the clear coat, it will act all funky. And the clear coat I'm using is not, I used to buy a clear coat. Sorry I'm spraying and talking, but I'm trying to get it dry. The clear coat I used to buy to put over top of jobs like this it's called Diamond Finish. And it is actually designed to go over, you know, raw steel. You know, if you ground down your rat rod and wanted to preserve it, you clear coat it with Diamond Finish. That stuff is expensive. It's more about the UV attacking, you know, your surface. And I was thinking, well, you know, this kind of interior, and I was kind of thinking, I'll just use, you know, I'm going to use a flat finish clear. I've got it actually mixed up. Let me get this dry. Gotta get it dry. Need to get clear coat on this, you know, kind of as soon as possible. As you know, you can see it's drying. This spot here, I'm gonna leave it just like that. I can't. The only way that I can fix this would pretty much be to grind the whole dash right back off and start over. I kind of got a plan for this area. What I'll do is I'll get my clear coat on here. I'll put a really cool airbrushing right here. You know, I'll put a logo. I'll put something. It'll look cool. What I'm seeing here, for the most part, is pretty cool. That's what I wanted. I wanted this real stressed out, kind of industrial, you know. I didn't want it pretty. I didn't want it pretty. I don't like pretty. Pretty is overrated. That's all I'm going to say. Pretty is overrated. I'm more about, you know, function, not fashion. You know, what do you say we spray some clear coat on this and see what it looks like? I'm not even going to put my mask on. I'm just going to give you a little sample. Got my clear coat already mixed up. Let's spray it. Let's spray it. Nice light coats, this stuff says. Ooh, we got some potency going on here. So basically we want to, hopefully it's dry. Whoa, she's getting pretty strong. I think the camera girl, what she's going to do is she's going to run back there real quick. She's going to turn on the exhaust fan. While she's doing that, I'm going to slip on my mask. You won't be able to hear me, but you'll be able to see me. Sorry guys, gotta try and protect what's left of my lungs as best as I can. Alrighty. I don't know how that looks on the camera. That little section where the glove box is, that, you know, kind of sucks that it peeled off like that. I think it was just a case I got too much, too fast, and when you hit it with the neutralizer, you know, and then try and hit it with the copper sulfate again, it does some weird, yeah, it does some weird shit. But overall, I'm actually pretty happy with it, because I was going to airbrush something right here anyway. Probably put a Sharp Customs logo there. I got some, I got a couple spots over there where there's kind of some raw metal where it kind of did the same thing. But I'm pretty happy with it. And where my speedometer and tachometer are going to go, those are going to be separate pieces of sheet metal, because those are almost 6-inch holes, and the gauges that I'm kind of ordering for there, they're about 4.5, so I'm going to have to make some metal inserts, and I'll probably do the same thing. Actually, I'll probably do those black. I think it'll look good contrasting against my you know, copperized distressed dash. Now, if you wanted it to look like a nice shiny copper penny right across there, then basically I would have actually ground it down a lot better. All I did was I wire wheeled it, you know, with a kind of a cheapy wire wheel. I was throwing the wires, you know, at me, in me, and but if you took a flapper disc, like a, you know, if you ground that whole thing with maybe a 120 grit flapper disc, obviously the copperization actually sticks into, you know, the grinding grooves a lot better. It's got a lot more to bite. Of course, you get the, you know, you get the grinding marks. Always looks cool too, especially when you copperize. But there you go. I wanted to show you what I was going to do with my dash. You know, next go around, might have all the gauges in it, whatnot. Highly doubt it, because probably going to move on and do something different for the viewers. You know, don't want to bore everybody with the 52 Chevy Pro Street build. There's a lot of these builds out there on, you know, the YouTube. You know, a lot of airbrushing videos on the YouTube. But I do have something neat with the airbrushing upcoming that you know, my viewers have wanted to see. I am going to provide, obviously. But there you go. I'm going to give this off camera a couple more coats of the clear coat. Probably think up a design for that bad patch there on the dash. Overall, though, I kind of like that copper distressed look. I'm going to tell you right now, I love kind of the steampunk, rat rod, industrial, kind of love that shit, you know. My 53 Chevy car that obviously you didn't get to see, it was kind of like that, you know, lots of copper, kind of steampunked out a bit. It was pretty cool. Maybe I'll dig up an old video. Maybe I'll do that and post it on YouTube. Don't know if I have one, but I'll have a look. But anyhow, that's it for tonight. Sharp Customs. Share, like, subscribe. Always love to read people's comments. Love to answer people's comments. Thank you to all my new subscribers. You know the routine, man. I love you all. Peace. I'm out.